Here we go. Which way would you go from here?
Right. Turn right.
And then left?
And then left.
Let's see what Lucille does.
And then I would go Virginia to 75.
Yeah. That also?
Yeah. That's what I'd do.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. This is Rick and Todd.
Hello.
Out for a little quick ride down to Goff's Hamburgers.
There's our next door neighbor Doreen with Hennessy, Swiffer, and Haley.
Swiffer, like the mop?
Exactly, yeah. Hennessy was their son's dog, Bailey. And he was going through fire department training in Dallas and couldn't really be home much to look after Hennessy, so they kind of took over Hennessy. She didn't really want to give her up, so pit bull mix, but real sweet dog. Most of them are until they turn on you.
They're sweet till they're not.
Exactly, yeah.
I was come through the neighborhood with full self-drive in like a T area here, turn left to go to my house. There's a bunch of trees and bushes right here.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I looked both ways. It looked both ways, and we started out, and it's a curve right here. It makes a real blind spot where these bushes and trees are.
Right.
It pulled up just about a feet, and then it just stopped on the brake. It scared the crap out of me. There was a car coming right there going about 50 miles an hour.
My
called HOA, get those trees trimmed.
Trimmed up, yeah. My electric Volvo, when it detects something in the, get that squirrel off the road. Anyway, it detects something in the back. I mean, it's just jarring when it hits and stops just instantly. And thankfully it throws your head into the headrest, but it's pretty jarring for sure. When are the driverless taxis coming out in Austin? June?
I can't wait. It'd be worth a special trip down there just to experience that.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure if it's going to be those kind of orange gold color robo taxis or cyber taxis, or if it's going to be just some inventory that they've got turned on.
Are they a special model car? Are they a 3?
Well, the
do we know?
The cyber taxis look like a condensed
3
Model Y or 3. They're just 2-door with no steering wheel, no pedals, and just seats 2 people.
Oh, really?
Maybe 3, but yeah, it's just one.
So that like somebody up here and 2 in the back or something?
No, I think it's just 3 and that's it.
Just a bench?
Yeah.
So somebody could sit
right here
where the driver would normally be, but there's no driver. So, wow, that's interesting.
They had those on a big show they put on it. I think it was Warner Brothers Studio in California a few months ago, 2 months ago maybe. And they demonstrated those, driving people around just on the lot, the movie theater lot. It's pretty cool looking. They'd pull over and people would get in, and then it would take off and random go somewhere and drop them off.
Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
That's something I want to go do.
They just rented out their facility.
I didn't think about it when we were there for Spencer's wedding. I would have booked an extra 2 days. I want to go to the Turner Classic movie studio, so I watch that channel a lot. And I think it's in Culver City, which we were almost 2 miles from it, maybe less, maybe 2 minutes from it. when we stayed there in Beverly Hills. Um, yeah, I'm such a movie fan. I'd love to go see those movie sets and stuff. It'd be fun.
They got a bunch of memorabilia there too.
Yeah.
Old movie posters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And stuff from the movies. Yeah. And when you're not eyes forward, how does it alert you? Is it audible or
No, not
see
at first.
vibrate?
That's what's so so insidious. It's not.
It doesn't tell you really. Not strong enough.
Watch the screen, and I'll kind of look out this window for a minute, and usually after 5 seconds, it'll do something because we're coming to a stop.
Maybe because it's got a foot on the brake.
Well, usually it'll say, "Pay attention,
Okay.
dumbass."
Something.
And then-
Start talking down to
And
you.
you got to do this or roll the scroll wheel, and if you don't do that really quick, then this blue bar of death starts pulsating.
One demerit.
Yeah, right. And then if you don't act really fast, then and then a red thing comes on and it disconnects from full self-drive and says telemetry says you've disobeyed the rules or something kind of harsh, and you have no full self-driving for the rest of this trip.
Wow. Well, you don't want to do that.
Right. So I mean, it's serious about supervised.
Can you get some glasses or something that look like eyeballs that blink or something?
I think everybody has tried different things.
I bet they have.
Trying sunglasses,
Outsmarted.
with a ball cap, without a ball cap. It doesn't seem to make any difference. I've tried all of the above, and I can be looking just right here, and at the road, and it'll say, "Pay attention." It's something. There's two little eyeballs right here in the playback of the video. You can see these red LEDs, up here.
I'll go ahead and finish. I got another question.
But it's keeping a very, very close eye on you. And I mean, if you have your right here, while you're going, it's just instant. And if you're not acting really quick, turn it away, something like this, then it just. So trying to use a phone or reading a book or taking a nap, you just can't do anything. You got to be watching the road.
Right.
But if you are, because once you start doing something wrong, it looks even closer. So the next time you get less time. Then the third time you're probably gonna get a strike.
Are we gonna need to charge?
No.
We don't?
No.
Man, Allison wouldn't go in here with 39%.
We'll be at Goff's with 27. Back at your house with 17. Back at my house with 13. But I'm not going home. I'm gonna go from your house to Melissa to the SuperCharger, 325 kW.
Oh, well, maybe we can go. Maybe we can just go on the way home. Just stay on 75 to Melissa and come back to my house.
We won't have time.
We won't?
I gotta go to the gym.
Oh,
I won't have time either. What am I thinking?
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
I'll be stranded at home.
Yeah, you will be.
With
You'll have
13%. Probably 10%.
What's your charge rate? 10, 11 at home?
Yeah, it's 11 kW. I think it's like 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
It's not too bad.
But I think I've seen before I can get to Melissa from my house on about 4%. I wouldn't try that. I would want to arrive with 0, but
Yeah, that'd be bad. Okay, so my other question was, how do you get it to break the law and go 49 and a 40?
I'm on hurry, and I've got this,
Okay.
This you can turn this up to
Whatever.
whatever.
Oh, okay.
But when you're on hurry, it's almost always
20%?
15-20% above and
Okay.
sometimes more.
Oh, nice.
Sometimes it'll go 70 and a 55.
That was something I really wondered about. How do you get it to just go just a little over?
But it's got hurry, standard, and chill. Chill's usually at or
Just below?
just at or just below, and standard's kind of in between.
Then 10% up
Yeah.
or down?
But hurry, when you go on the freeway, it's going to go for the go fast lane pretty quick. Chill
Right.
will stay in the middle of the right lane. It doesn't do a lot of lane changes, but in hurry it will. But it's really good at it too.
Yeah.
When a car cuts in front of you, it'll just slow down, or it'll move over if you can move over.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's kind of assertive.
I seen on the news here the last few days all the people that are just tearing up Tesla products or Tesla
Yeah.
showrooms.
Block-
I mean, just unbelievable.
Putting a human blockade in front of them. I just don't understand it.
I don't either. You're not behind someone finding and fixing all the wasteful spending.
Right. And I'm sure there's going to be Republicans in the mix.
And yeah, exactly.
And Democrat, Libertarian, whoever. It's waste is waste, fraud is fraud. Get rid of all of it.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter who you are.
I saw a great quote. Somebody on Facebook said something to the effect of, two guys have gone to work for the country for free to eliminate waste and fraud. They hate them, but the people that have been there for a lifetime doing nothing but
Decades.
fraud and corruption.
Maxine Waters.
Love them.
Making $110,000 a year and worth $80 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how's that work?
How can any reasonable person be for that? I mean, I understand if you don't like.
It's like having men in women's sports.
Yeah.
How can any reasonable person? Finally, Gavin Newsom has taken the common sense approach and said, "Yeah, I'm against that." How could you be for it?
Exactly. It's no longer women's sports.
Exactly.
For a group of people who supposedly is all about women's equality.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm for women's equality, and that certainly isn't it.
Yeah, that's not how you get there.
Making women compete against guys with testes.
Exactly. Got hang downs. It's not right.
And hormones and twice the body size.
Yeah. It's just wrong. There's just nobody could convince me that that's the right thing to do.
I can't think of any. I can't think of any reasonable reason why anybody would back something like that.
I know it. What's their logic? Well, little Jimmy thinks of himself as Sally.
Yeah, so he should be able to run with all the other girls.
Well, why don't we get little Jimmy some help? He needs some counseling.
Yeah.
It's a mental illness.
Or have a third league for trans, one way or the other.
Right, in between.
Confused.
Whatever. Exactly.
I was watching something on probably Facebook. It's a track and field event. It was like a 100-yard dash or something, and it was like 6 or 8 very feminine-looking girls running, and one very masculine-looking boy. And guess who won? By like a horse race by 20 lengths. Just one going away. Short cropped hair.
Okay.
Look.
How's that fair for women's sports?
Exactly.
It's not.
It just looks silly.
You trying to preserve your battery? Is that why you didn't charge last night?
Actually, I did charge last night in Fort Worth.
Oh, you burned up some juice.
But when I was sitting at the charger, I had all this already plugged in where I was going all the way back to my home to stay till I made sure I had enough to get home. Of course, by stopping at the gym, I'll go to, I may not go up to Melissa, but down 380 from the gym, there's another charger over at McKinney at 380.
And our calls are 130.
Yes.
Enoch, isn't that how you pronounce his name?
I'm sure. I'm surprised if it's different.
Seeing this Tesla X reminded me, and I'm sure I did, but if not, I'll tell you the story about when we were looking for our house in Kenny to lease, and we had sold our little bitty house in downtown Salina, and so we were just going to lease a house in Kenny. We just kind of wanted out and quick.
Mm-hmm.
And David Whiteman was showing us some houses, and the listing agent on this one house was an Asian lady, and very thick accent. And he has her on speakerphone, and we're already there, and she's running late, and she calls, and he puts her on speakerphone, and we're all, I think it's me, Allison, and Cassie are right there, right by him, in the kitchen at this house. This listing agent. I think she was an owner agent, actually. And David said, "Well, we'll be looking for you. What kind of foreign car do you drive?" And, and he goes, "Do you drive a Lincoln or a Lexus?" And I'm laughing so loud, and I can't stop myself. And he's just rolling it just right off, you know. And I laughed out loud when he said, "What kind of foreign car do you drive?" And then he goes and hits her back, and she never misses a beat. And she said, "I drive a Lexus." And I'm like, oh my, and then I was just laughing as I caught my breath. I'm laughing uncontrollably out loud again. And I keep wanting to reach over to the phone and hit the mute on the microphone because I can't stop laughing. So I'm selling some of my pickleball paddles because I have way too many. And I've sold maybe 8 or 9 of them. And this guy is Indian that I'm going to meet.
Mm-hmm.
And I am so disappointed in myself when we were telling her, like, okay, I'm coming up in a beige colored Audi e-tron. And I'm so disappointed in myself that I didn't ask him, okay, so what model Tesla do you drive?
Exactly.
And I didn't. I'm a weenie, I guess. I didn't do that. And sure enough, he volunteered, yeah, I'm in a Tesla Model X. And I did have it to say, of course. So
I read last week or before that Tesla's opened up a gigafactory in Mumbai.
Wow. They're sure popular with the Indian culture.
They sure are.
Usually red or blue. But I hate it that people are tearing up the. There's one guy that said freedom of expression. He was just tearing up every Tesla car he could get his hands on, telling the camera person, why are you tearing up someone else's car? Freedom of expression.
No, it's that's
destruction of property, buddy. It's against the law. Oh wow, we're really moving now. Hurry mode kind of got no limits.
It kind of senses the other traffic.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's cool. So besides the near head-on collision that you had, have you had any other instances where it steering you off into danger?
Yeah, I've got episode. I'll leave a link below.
Yeah, of where I almost died.
It's called Detour to Danger.
Oh, I saw that title, but I didn't watch it.
7 or 8 minutes in, coming back from.
So there was 2 incidents on the one video?
No, this is the only.
Oh, that's what I had. Is there any other instances?
Oh no, not just that one.
Okay. Where FSD almost took your life?
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're on. I don't know, whatever one of the freeways are, getting back to 289.
82.
Maybe. But it's just, one lane in each direction. We're going 75 miles an hour. And then I see way up ahead of me cars slowing down and turn left. I thought we were just going to, two pickup trucks and one pulling trailer going to a ranch store or something, who knows. Well, no, it's not what it is. Right when the next car turned, there's a barricade and a detour sign said, go this way. And so then we were just going, 5 miles an hour, detour sign, and just went like this to go around the detour sign. Mm-hmm. And right into oncoming traffic coming my way at 70 miles an hour. I grabbed the wheel and turned and accelerated to get out of the way. It wasn't that close, but it it just turned into oncoming traffic,
Yeah.
thinking it was going around, a barricade or something. Yeah, that was kind of spooky. That's why I call it supervised.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't literally be asleep at the wheel.
Right. But I mean, you can see on regular stuff, it just does incredibly well.
Yeah, it's much safer.
It's much safer than me.
Than either one of us driving.
And
Yeah.
it has no reaction time. It's just instant.
They're all stacked up again.
Yeah.
Not as many as we saw before, though.
No. And they're trying to give them away, free self-charging for life.
Wow.
Yeah. I've only got about 2.5 weeks left on mine.
I'm not going to be able to really take advantage. But you can go up to Bucky's to charge.
Yeah.
And it's free.
Yes. The first month, I was just charging at home. Didn't want to, because it's so easy. And for my calculations, it was just damn near free. So just, drive 40 miles, 50 miles a day at most, plug it in for a couple hours, and it's back up to 80%.
Yeah. Is that what you charge to, is 80?
Yeah. Unless I'm getting ready to go someplace, like the Christmas morning, we were going to drive to Austin. I charged it to 95. I had it set to go to 95 by like 10 a.m. or something. Go to Austin. And I'd take it off the charger, then get right on the road so it wouldn't hurt the battery. I've read that someone pulls in front of you, it slows down.
Mm-hmm.
Or someone with their ticker on right here, it'll slow down a bit and let them in. And then maybe go around.
Where's your burn rate? Like I'm 2.5, sometimes 6 kilowatts per.
This is 399 watt hours per mile, so the inverse of that would be.
What is that?
Well, I'm using 400 watts to go a mile. You're talking about miles per kilowatt. So
Yeah,
if it's 500, it'd be 2 miles. 2 miles per kilowatt.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
this is
2.5.
a lot heavier than my car.
Yeah, this is like 2.5 miles per kilowatt, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's what I get when I'm.
That's exactly 2.5. That's exactly 2.5.
When I got some start and some stop. If I'm all highway, like going to the lake or something, I can be 2.2, 2.3. Because if I'm going 75, rocks coming off that train.
Over here in the HOB.
Yeah, there's. See the rocks?
Yeah, I did.
Coming on. The last thing it needs is a big dent in front of this thing. Or a cracked, gigantic windshield.
What's amazing when you're on the highway, you think that you get better gas mileage, but not in this because the wind resistance.
Yeah.
If I'm just
no regen.
right
At the stoplights.
when I'm just in town, sometimes it'll go down to 299, 295, that's just over 3.
Yeah, that is good. I'm never that high.
Be there 11:18.
Okay.
May have to let Maria know and be a little bit late. That's the lady that kicks the hell out of me 3 days a week.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah. This week it was Monday, Tuesday, and then today she had something going on Wednesday.
And where is she?
They got bought out by Planet Fitness, but it's right across the street from Brookie's place on 380 and Coit about.
Okay.
My wind gives out before my muscles do usually, but I'm sore the next day. But just need to work on cardio, I guess.
Sound like you're about ready to pick up a pickleball paddle.
Oh my! I don't think I've got the balance.
No?
No, if,
I need to record some of these guys in my. Um, they're just damn near crippled.
you've told me about some of
I
them.
mean, they can barely move, and they're out there just whacking away at the ball. They are not mobile.
As long as it comes within 3
Within
or 4 feet,
arm's length,
they get it.
length, and one step maybe. But there's a guy named Steve and a guy named Pete, and they have hardly any range of motion,
Like Pete and repeat.
pretty much. But especially Pete, he's ambidextrous.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, that's helpful.
because so he's got pretty good reach
On
his
both
left.
sides.
Yeah, even though it's right-handed. Yeah. Well, we won't be back at the house at that time because we got to eat.
Yeah, right. That. Not concerned at all. Now Rose would be screaming. She's not comfortable at all.
With the FSD.
It's just the thought of it.
Yeah. Well, Allison same way. She's gotten used to the Jeep though, but she first told me she wasn't going to ride it if I turned it on. And it's not.
Well, that's just on the freeways though.
It's just on major freeways.
That's super comfortable.
Yeah, it is. She's okay with it now, but now that I've used it, but it can see that I can't be too distracted or it stops.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll literally stop the car if you don't respond. Yeah, this was great to scoot over because it's all red.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah, when I was up to 275 pounds and I hired this little tiny lady at Brookhaven as a personal trainer.
All the tires on.
I know, look at the
Truck
people
tires, I guess.
just climbing up, riding up, crashing back down. Is he going to know that we go this way?
I don't know. Probably not.
Are we ready to grab the wheel?
What about that truck?
Well, we got to do something, yeah. There we go.
Isn't that something?
I hope it knows to get back on. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, I remember the very first thing we did was this little, probably 3-inch step.
Oh yeah, man. That. Yeah.
Just up, ding,
yeah.
ding, down, ding,
Yeah.
ding, up, ding, ding, down. And I'm like, this is silly. And I said it, I was stupid enough. You know, nobody knows how dumb you are until you open your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, what is this going to do? This seems kind of silly. Like I could do it all day.
Yeah, just wait.
And exactly. Just wait like 30 seconds, wait. And I'm like, oh God. Wow, this is not what I expected. This is quite tiring. Just keep going. You got a couple more minutes. Minutes?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just would go complete muscle fatigue. Just where I couldn't pick up my cell phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Your knees kind of warm
Yeah,
up.
exactly. All right, it says my phone's hot. It's putting out a lot of juice.
Is
The
it warm?
sun's on it. Yeah, it's not hot, but it's
Yeah.
warm.
This isn't really a phone charger. It's a phone warmer.
Yeah, because it's not charging. It said it'll resume charging when it cools down. It's all right. It's a good phone holder.
Yeah, I read about that. That it does more warming than charging.
I saw some car that has this has air.
Yeah, but actually this does also,
Oh, this does?
but doesn't seem to cool it very well.
So there's air blowing behind it?
Or underneath it.
Yeah. It's just not working.
Yeah.
Yeah, not working well.
check my temperatures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is this? It says 100 pounds.
Another one of my strength trying to.
Oh my. That's 100 pounds to squeeze it?
Yeah, you ought to try the 350.
Ouch. That hurts my tennis elbow. You can't do
On
it.
the 350, I do this. That's how much it moves.
Yeah, this hurts my tennis elbow.
I'll let Justin and Mac try that one. I just got those about a week ago. It's got 50, 100, 150.
Oh, I need a
250
I need a 25. I have a. They had them on the last cruise ship. Sea turtles or whales or sharks or whatever, some kind of sea animal. It's just real, like a ball shaped almost, and it's just silicone and squeeze it. And I'll squeeze that to exercise my
Your
tennis
forearms and elbow.
Yeah. Yeah, I've completely switched my paddles and stuff up to a lighter weight, lighter swing weight. And sometimes I'll wear that thing across the top of my forearm
Yeah.
to help with tennis elbow. It's real.
It's a real thing.
It is, yeah. And that certainly tweaked it. Squeezing that thing, good Lord. I couldn't squeeze it very far. Not without it hurting.
Yeah, the reason I got that is because the old one I have, it must be 10 pound or 20 pound. It just
Right.
doesn't do anything. Then I saw it went from 100 to 350. I thought,
Good
wow.
Lord.
So that's the lightest one in the set. Or maybe there was a 50. But the highest one is a 3 or 350. I couldn't even budge it.
Wow. I can't imagine it being 3 or 3.5 times that thing.
Yeah.
I have to try to step on it to get it to move, to see if it's not locked up. I think it's locked up.
Yeah, I don't have enough weight anymore.
Yeah.
Come hurry up. It's not. Well, now it is. I just thought about it and it switched. Sometimes you think it's intuitive.
Yeah, that's cool. Have you had anybody
Shooting the bird?
Yeah, or something offensive?
I don't think so. Normally it's people waving.
Waving and thumbs up.
Or, kids going by, like that. So, you heard the horn?
Oh, yeah. Have you seen the video of it when you go to a cemetery?
No.
And you know how you have people, like real people walking in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
You go to a cemetery and it knows, of course, where you are, that you're in the cemetery. And there's like ghosts walking around.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very, very entertaining.
But, yeah, they've got quite the sense of humor.
Yeah, with the whoopee cushion and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to exercise that on a few people. To work in the back seat too?
Yes. You can pick what seat.
That it goes off?
Yeah.
Or every seat?
I don't. Well, you can make it go off manually, but you can pick which of the 4 seats you want to do, or you can do it outside. Someone walks by.
Yeah.
It's all the way from dry to
wet.
and moist.
Yeah. Wet and you need to wipe.
Mm-hmm. Going to Austin and back with this, you really get to appreciate the difference. I mean, you're still paying attention, but you're not. You're not like this in the traffic with brake.
I was
like this.
So relaxed when we went our first trip. We went down to Port Aransas in my Jeep,
Mm-hmm.
and I had not gotten with maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I figured I would maybe even let Allison drive and let me take a nap or something. But and I'm still surprised. I was more awake and alert because I was more relaxed.
Right.
Because I didn't have to drive. I didn't have to worry about,
Right.
Start and stop and that, distance and that kind of thing.
Because you're kind of tense when you're
But
driving like that.
When we got on to, coming back home, coming down a small Texas highway that we didn't have my assisted drive mode, our Super Cruise, it was hard to stay awake.
Yeah.
Thinking, my God, I'm going to have to find a rest area to pull over. But then when I got onto the interstate and it was driving, I was just fine because I wasn't stressed. I wasn't, under any kind of duress.
Okay, Lucille, you start moving over.
Yeah, here pretty quick.
You're a little bit of incentive. The latest version of FSD for the cars, they'll back out of a parking place or pull out of a parking place, whatever it needs. But this won't do that yet. It'll pull into a parking place, but it won't go from forward to reverse, back to forward. The cars will do like a 3-point or 5-point turn. If you get
In and out,
hung up in a
tight spot, literally.
Yeah.
So will this park us?
Yes.
Find an empty spot?
Yeah. It's a little bit slower than you or I would do, but I'll show you. Now this latest version.
Uh-oh, we're not scooting over.
Not following directions. That's the other thing in this latest version. It's been kind of a regression backwards. Everything else is working better, but
That's the only thing it's done. It hadn't been perfect.
yeah, getting into a parking lot, it's like the last eighth of a mile. It's not sure where it's supposed to go in. We were in Austin, the same version, and the GPS, I had it turned on and say turn left in 500 feet. We go about 500 feet, it turned right. Just like at the back alley of some businesses with loading docks, and obviously right here was the restaurant we were going to.
Oh, there's a person coming. See, that's what I'm talking about. You see that?
Yeah.
In the graveyard.
Now it should go now. It should go now. Say it again. It should go now.
You have to gas it.
Give a little encouragement. So far, so good. That didn't leave us a lot of room there.
Well, we couldn't, if they weren't there, we could just park right there, go all the way through.
Let's do that.
Well, you got to go over the curb.
Yep. Let's don't do that. Am I going the wrong way?
No, this is two-way.
Let's see if I can get us in right there.
No, there's a sign, curbside for the cleaners.
Oh, sorry.
What about that one?
See anything?
No, it's open. Oh, you're four-wheel steering.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's turning right on top of itself.
Yeah, that's cool. Right in the middle.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lucille. If folks never been to Goff's Hamburger in Dallas by SMU, you need to give it a try.
You owe it to yourself.
Yeah. Fantastic feed.
Right, I just sent you this address.
Okay.
If you can put that sack on their front porch.
Okay, sure.
Just at, whoops.
My pleasure.
At any time. Thank you so much.
I wonder what my net loss would be if I use this for Uber.
Oh,
Guess we'd probably be taking me offline for an hour. Twice a day to charge. Well, it wouldn't be that long. I can go from
not if you were.
10% to 50% in 10 minutes
Yeah,
or less.
yeah.
But man, start at 40 or start at 50%. Takes forever to get to 60.
Wonder why that is. Because
It
of
just-
preconditions or something? Or
Well, just the Elon used the analogy of it's like filling up a parking lot. The first cars can just come in and park instantly. The last cars, they got to find a place to park.
so it takes a little longer?
Yeah. If 0 to 50 takes 20 minutes, 50 to 100 might take an additional 40 minutes, twice as long. Or more, because I don't think I can go from 0 to 100 in an hour. It's probably 2 hours to go 0 to 100. Maybe not. But you know, mine at the 325 kW, mine will start at 325, 326. If it's down at, under 10%, 8 or 9%, it's really low.
Yeah.
But then by the time it gets to 20, it's already down to 300
Already cutting back?
or 285.
Get
Which
you
still
hot
better.
or something?
Still
a lot. But
No, it's not hard. That's just that's
filling the parking lot?
That's just the curve that it goes on. And then when it's above 60%, it'd be down at 125 or 140.
What's the out of spec guy? Sean? The young one?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I think that's his name. Anyway, whatever his name is.
Connor's the last name.
He was super impressed. His old girlfriend, still friend, I guess, bought her a e-tron 2019, just like mine. And one of the things that he still talks about today is that its charging curve is just steady
Yeah.
until 80% at 150.
The Porsche Macan's that way also. It charges really fast.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's 100% of its capacity
And
until it gets to 80%.
Apparently that is that's somewhat manageable in the software. That they can tell it how to charge. But the reason cars like this one, or maybe a lot of Teslas, they do it to protect the battery so that it doesn't get too hot. When it gets further along, it lowers the amount that it will take.
Mine, uh, recommends 80%. I usually charge it to 90 just because I don't have much range.
Yeah.
So, but my battery, I mean, my gosh, the car is 6 years old, and the battery is still in A+ condition.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I've read people that charge theirs to 90% every day. And after 5 years, it's the same as if you charge it to 70.
Yeah. I've had mine a year.
It's Kyle. I think his name's Kyle.
Kyle, yeah, that's right.
Because his last name's Connor. He couldn't be Sean Connor.
Right, that would be, yeah. True. Yeah, Kyle. Out of spec Kyle.
Yeah, he recommends to go from like 20 to 70. Just keep it between 20
In
and
that
70.
range, yeah.
Or even 30 to 70.
But I've not, I mean, it depends on the temperature. Like when it was super cold,
Yeah.
at 90%, I get like 151 miles.
Yeah, wow.
But I'm 182, 84 miles in like this temperature, 65, 70 degrees.
Yeah.
So, and it's not changed in a year. And
Wow.
I charge it to, when I was going to the lake in the car, even though I didn't do it at first, I didn't think I could be charging it to that. I was just cutting it too close because it'll burn about, it's 55 miles and it'll run off about 60, 62 miles each way. So if I'm not having just charged it to 90%, I don't really have anything extra.
Yeah.
And I go up there and I start going to and from the hardware store or restaurant or any kind of extra driving besides just up there and back. Can't do it. So I've got to charge 100% or go take the Jeep.
Yeah.
So, but 2 windows knocked out of that thing.
Yeah.
Back one in the back right.
It's not even a Tesla.
Yeah, exactly. It hadn't done anything piss somebody off.
You said there's a charger at Tanglewood?
Free.
Is
Yeah.
it-
11 watt an hour.
Hmm.
Yeah, 10 or 11.
Not too bad.
There's a bunch of them. Yeah. Next time you come up, go get a free charge. We'll drop your truck off and charge it up. They're 10 or 11 watt per hour, and every other one is Tesla, and the next one to it is J1772.
Okay. Is there one in Denison? I was thinking there was a
Not a high speed. Not
Tesla something or somewhere.
Not unless it's, well, there could be Tesla, not for me. There could be. I had to go up there buzzing around. I thought, well, my God, I'm not going to be able to get back home. And I had to drive, for me to get 150, I had to drive all the way up to Durant, past Choctaw, downtown, sketchy as hell, Durant, downtown Oklahoma. About 10:30 at night, pistol in my pocket. My God, somebody's gonna come try to roll me.
Can you use the Tesla with an adapter?
I could, yes, because the car will only take whatever it can take.
Yeah.
You can't hurt it, which is good to know.
Right, right.
I could go to a 325. There's some. I mean, if you want to be a couple minutes late to the gym, there's Tesla SuperChargers at Alma and Stacy. Right,
No, I'll
like by my house, or
I'll make it. It still says I'll be home with 15%.
we want to get off over here. Get off on Mid Park and go up the HOV going north. See the sign? See the sign? Barely HOV.
Yes.
Yeah. You can re-engage Lucille here in a minute. Get us past all this crap.
All right. How come my FSD didn't know that? Usually it takes me to the express lane all the time. I guess it's not considered express lane.
Maybe not. Well, it should know that I'm sitting in this seat.
Yeah. It takes me.
It's at least that smart.
Yeah, it knows that.
Yeah, so I assume my airbag's turned on because it feels some weight in the seat. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if there's an available express lane, it takes it. There's a thing in the app you can tell it to avoid tolls, and since I don't, it's like it almost encourages tolls because it's faster. This Honda doing 56 in the 70 is not going to help us.
I'm sorry, what was that?
This Honda doing 56 in the 70 is not
No.
helping us any.
No.
Get up on his tail just a little bit.
It's picking up some. You remember Steven's last name?
No. Let's see if it'll let me look.
I'll just call him.
I can't see it immediately.
I can get that font small. I don't know how you do it.
I'll take it.
My font's big enough I can touch it with my toes.
I'll take it off of.
Hey Jonathan, good afternoon. It's Todd at GMP. Hope you're doing well. Just calling to check on mainly Steven to see where he is in your approval, the immediate pre-approval type process. And I know you're working on that. And hopefully he's going to close next week. So anyway, just checking on those two. If you would call me when you get a chance. 469-208-4635. Or cell phone is 469-964-5339. You can text me to either one of those numbers with whatever news you have. Thanks. Have a good day and a good weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.
It was too late. Stephen Sanford.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Now that you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't ever buzz around on 10, 15%. Because it's not many miles for me. It's only like 10, 15 miles. 20 miles.
Says I've got 78 miles left.
Okay.
And when Kyle does his battery tests, they'll go 10 or 15 miles past zero.
Okay. There is some safety buffer in there.
Yeah, and not a lot. Unlike the Ford F-150 Lightning, it'll
come up short.
Yeah, it'll be 20 miles to go, 30 miles to go.
And you stop.
Just go out.
Yeah.
Happened to us dad twice on the same trip.
My God. Yeah, if you can't trust that thing, I mean, at least be accurate. You'd think you'd be smart enough to know when it was going to run out. But
It's like
be
when
off by 20 miles? That's awful.
Trip to Colorado one year. I'm sure you were with me because I was in the Jeep Wagoneer pulling a trailer in between Amarillo and Dumas. Ran out going up and ran out coming back. All the hills like that, and
Yeah.
thought, well, I got a quarter of a tank, I can get there. But couldn't.
But no.
Oh, I'll do it coming back. I got more than a quarter. Didn't make it. Both times somebody just instantly, I got on CB and somebody helped me.
Yeah, it's very nice traveling with a CB radio.
A little bit of room right here. I can put a 102-inch whip.
Yeah.
right there.
Cause that to happen.
That's part of the FSD. It's
Because it's staying down instead of
it
it
thinks
parks itself up
right,
here.
right. It thinks it's raining.
Huh.
It's a puzzle. It happens to everybody. Well, the Cybertrucks.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you first turn it on, that's the first thing it does. It'll go down and come back up. Because when you do it on FSD, the first thing it does is make sure the wiper turns on the wipers. But mine are on auto, so I thought they were on all the time anyway.
Yeah. How are you going to reach where your sticker's going to go?
That's why it's still sitting down here. I hadn't quite figured it out yet.
Like Harrison to climb up in there or something?
Yeah.
Blake?
Yeah.
Of course, they won't get it level.
Send Blake up there with the torpedo level.
I wouldn't be able to stand it, looking at it all twisted on an angle. Seriously. That'd drive me crazy.
And I thought about putting it up here, but I don't know if that's acceptable.
I bet you can. I bet it's totally fine. Because I'm serious, you can't.
Right.
You can't reach that. Not all the way to the bottom. Normally is. I bet you can put it right up there.
People were asking about that and toll tags. You put them right over here.
Yeah.
I put a toll tag over here. And one guy said, I keep mine in my glove box. It still gets
red.
It still gets red.
Oh wow.
I don't know how that can be.
Yeah.
Unless we're just reading the license plate.
And that's
tied to the
cross
license
checks
plate.
it.
Yeah.
That'd be more likely, in my opinion, than the reader reading it in his glove box.
Yeah.
So are you going to be on this call at 1:30?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
From here?
I think my
How long do you work out for?
usually 30 minutes.
Oh, well then you might be able to get home.
But she probably. Well, if I'm there at 12:30, we'll be done at 1, and I will be home. But that's my game plan. I may just have to light out myself and drive to Key Largo or something, or
With all the free charging, I mean, it's like free gas. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Not to be able to use it.
I should have been doing this the last 2 months.
Yeah. Take your laptop and just go.
Yeah. It ends on the 21st.
I'd at least want to maybe drive to Las Vegas or New Orleans or somewhere.
Yeah.
Go to Galatoire's and get some seafood.
Yeah.
Definitely look at the Lure January 31st out of Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. Yeah, man, I love that boat.
And that Coastal Kitchen, we only got to be in there for whatever, 30 minutes or something. They wouldn't let us back.
We were there for lunch and breakfast.
Yeah.
Every day.
And why not?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be?
And on the checkout day.
It's so nice, yeah.
Carried us right downstairs, right out the door.
Yeah.
Took 6-7 minutes. Go from up there to outside.
So we're the 2-story loft. It was around the same price as the owner suite.
Mm-hmm. that aqua suite sure was nice. My gosh. So entertaining. Just step out there every night and watch those divers. And that blue water.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the when you said Skyloft, I was thinking that was the Butler. That's the star class.
I think that's
Star class.
This is
Sky class.
Sky class,
Yeah.
and they have Star class. They have those too up there. And they have some available.
But it's just outrageously expensive, as I recall.
Yeah,
It does cover a lot.
It does. Ours is, well, I can tell you in a minute.
I couldn't drink enough to cover the drink charge that's got in there.
No, and if you're close to the next tier, all right. So it is 8 nights. And one of the things I liked about it was also because of the private island
Yeah.
that I've not been to yet. Day 2 is at sea. Day 3 is at sea.
Ooh, love that.
Trying to just get to the yeah, 2 and 3. 4 is day 4 is St. Thomas. St. Martin is day 6. I'm sorry, day 5. Day 6 is at sea. This shows 7 at sea. 8 is the fun day, and then you can come back day 9. So there's several sea days, which I love.
Yeah.
But it is on the
Leaving on the 31st.
31st, Fort Lauderdale. We'll fly. Well, I was going to fly JSX, but it's same price as first class, and it's 45-minute ride to the airport, Okalaka, and that'll be an expensive Uber trip. So we'll just go endure the nightmare in Love Field. We're in 1752 on
Okay.
deck 17. I'll send that to you as well. Yeah, it's going to be nice. And nice for you and Rose, familiar with the ship. You know your way around.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get familiar with this ship that I'd been on. I was on Jewel with you to Alaska. That's the ship we took
Oh.
a long time ago, back in whatever 2015 or 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was on Jewel then, but I just didn't remember it that way. It'd been remodeled, and so it was just a little bit different.
This way you go home.
It
Virginia.
is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go back home. Virginia's the quickest way.
this level of chauffeuring, why wouldn't you just go someplace when it's free?
Well, exactly.
Go see the sights.
Oh, look out now. We got it. We needed to get off. Or still do. Yeah. Why would it do that?
Route error.
Yeah, no kidding.
Where was it gonna go?
I don't know. We'd have to come back south. Next exit's white. Or maybe. No, I think it's white.
What's it going over here? We gotta turn left, don't we?
We do.
It says turn left and
Yeah, left on Virginia. Yep. But wonder why I got back on the highway.
I don't know.
There's your brother.
Yeah.
He's
Wash his too.
He's a non-beast. Dang it, they're just so angular.
They're very angular.
They are. I wish they'd smooth that out some.
A little radius on some of those angles.
Yeah, but just a little bit. Would be nice. It rides so nice.
There's a YouTube channel, Wham Bam Tesla Cam.
I haven't seen that one. How funny.
People send in
Clever.
their videos from wrecks, or maybe other people having wrecks, but the Tesla Cam catches it, sees it turn yellow, and it hits the brakes. If we're closer to turn yellow, it keep going.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've seen a couple of Teslas being wrecks where the other car was totaled, and the truck had very little damage to it at all.
Well, it's got so much weight.
Yeah, and all those angles that don't bend, they don't crease, they just penetrate the other car.
So what was it predicting? It was predicting 18%.
And 15 when I get home, it's going to 14
Yeah, okay.
because of the speed.
Yeah.
But after, let's say it won't be that much because the gym is closer than home, so it'll be 15 or 16 when I'm at the gym.
Yeah.
And I can make it either to Melissa or the one at 380 and something, a couple of miles that way from 75.
There's another high-speed Tesla charger?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Uh,
By Custer, you mean? Or closer
no,
this way?
it's about halfway between Custer and...
Like Hardin?
Yeah.
Oh,
About
they're
Twin Peaks.
It's just down.
Just east of the Twin Peaks, or
west.
west.
It's east of Twin Peaks. It's closer to 75.
Yeah.
It's right out in front of this Italian food place, Amore maybe or something. It was good. We went there to go eat. Had a good chicken parm, and they've got 4, 5, or 6 Tesla chargers.
Yeah, there's at least 6, maybe 8.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's maybe a couple of miles west of 75.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Closer to Buc-ee's.
5-6 miles closer to
Unless you
Buc-ee's.
were going there and get some beaver nuggets or something.
Or a root beer.
Yeah.
79-cent refill, I think, on any size fountain drink.
Is this a Buc-ee's mug?
It is. I don't need the sugar. This is
My
Arnold Palmer here.
A1C last 3 months was 5.9.
Oh, that's outstanding.
Yeah. I'm not sure mine's been that low in 30 years.
Mine's usually in the mid-6s.
That's good too.
Yeah, doctor says that's just fine.
Yeah.
It equates to about a 115 or 120.
Average.
Yeah. It's 147 right now.
Just a
Yeah.
hell of a lunch.
Man, I'll say. Strapped on the feedback.
Yeah. But I probably won't eat anything else today.
I definitely won't. When we were in Fort Worth or Tarrant County, actually, we went to get mine and Rose's a copy of our title for our cars,
Mm-hmm.
and over that way went to Babes in North Richland Hills on the way back north to Keller, and I just stuffed myself at Babes with chicken tenders and corn,
Mm-hmm.
potatoes,
Green
gravy.
gravy. Yeah.
It's like I hadn't eaten before.
Like Thanksgiving kind of full.
Yeah, till
Sort
it
of
hurt.
hurts.
Till it hurt. Up all these hills over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice rolling terrain.
It is.
I see this van up all the time. When did they stop having license plates? Like this truck, mail truck, doesn't have a license plate either.
Wow.
Usually had U.S.
Something.
government
Yeah,
plate.
yeah.
Or on the left margin, you know, vertical, U.S. government, and a number.
Guess that's one of the small ways they're saving money. Like the 7-digit ID number is enough identification.
Maybe so, yeah.
Read somewhere that Trump or Elon or both are going to get into that. They're over budget like several $1 billion every year. They're privatizing the mail.
Somebody like UPS or FedEx come in there, got the equipment and the staff and all that kind of stuff.
When you make it a for-profit, they find what they force ways to be efficient.
Right.
When it's a government, no one gives a shit.
Mm-hmm. Just
Take you 3 days to do a 2-day job. Oh well.
yeah.
And the rest of the country needs to realize that. If it's .gov, it's got a bunch of waste and abuse, and the DEI stuff. Just hire them because of their color or because of their.
We're going to promote this air traffic controller because of their color, their skin,
Yeah.
and their gender,
Yeah,
not because they're the most qualified. What?
yeah,
Do you hear yourself?
right. What kind of backwards thinking is that?
Exactly. Putting people's lives in danger just to try to meet some kind of quota. Well, we got to have so many of this color, so many of this gender, so that we could be diverse and equal and inclusive. Yeah, at the cost of what?
Right.
Yeah, it's just wrong.
If we can get rid of the Department of Education, maybe we won't need that kind of stuff because everybody have equal chance.
Right.
Right now, the education department is so bad. I read where the Department of Education was started in 70 or 75, and something after we started school, and the grades have gone just down every year, or
Yeah.
every decade or something. Just absolutely no signs of it doing anything good.
The only state that has seen improvement I saw was Louisiana. Theirs is up. But
Well, that's interesting.
Every other state is down. It is interesting that they need to figure out what they're doing different. Clearly, they're doing something.
You know, I wonder if it has anything to do with the Department of Education. Could be local city governments.
Maybe they don't listen to.
But I agree with Trump. They need to send it back to the states. Let them take care of it. It's their local hometowns.
Right.
When you had that Model X, was there any type of self-driving?
It would pull in and out of unattended. It would pull in and out of a parking spot. Like if you were jammed up tight,
Mm-hmm.
it would pull out. And then other than that, just adaptive cruise.
Okay.
Nothing else. And it had cameras on the side. I don't know that the camera count has increased.
Not till the truck came out with a front camera, and the new Model Y has a front camera.
Yeah, but all the camera like up here on the side of my X and all that, it had all that. And I loved how the door would kick open for me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Either from the back, it would kick as far as it could, sensing another car next to it.
Yeah.
And then coming this way, it would just pop and crack.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I walked past it, it would open the rest of the way. I thought that was really cool.
And then get in, hit the brakes, and it closes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, how cool is that?
Yeah, with your hands full of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You can get in or like that with your hands full.
And then walk away with your hands full and it closes the door.
Yeah, exactly. Very cool.
I mean, it's so careful going through parking lots where there's people walking. This guy showed his car doing the summon where the car comes to you.
Yeah, and that was cool when you did that at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy, the toughest parking lot's always like a Costco, because it's just always so packed.
Yeah, with people and cars.
Yeah, and people with carts, buggies, and things. And if someone pulled out, it would just stop, wait for them to get out of the way, then it would go again, then stop again, then go again, then stop again. But what a cool! You come out with, 500 pounds of groceries.
Mm-hmm.
You just hit the summon button, it just comes to you, especially if it's raining or something.
Right. Yeah. Very cool.
Thanks, you're over here. Where are you going? It's lost. Well, thanks again for lunch.
You're welcome. Thanks for driving.
We'll take you up close by so you don't have to walk so far.
I appreciate that.
I'm going to make the gym plenty of time.
Yeah, you will.
They're very, very close.
In fact, you're going to be maybe early. There it goes. All right, let me get her high. I'm going to put
in the front seat.
this so you'll see it.
Yeah, perfect.
Remind you.
Yeah, perfect.
And you have that address.
Okay. Okay, thanks again for lunch.
Good to see you.
Yeah, talk to you in an hour or so. Hour and a half.
Yeah.
No, an hour.
An hour? Yeah, just about an hour.
Hour and 9 minutes.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, see you.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
All right, boys and girls, dropping my brother off at home. Now I'm headed to the gym. Hope y'all have enjoyed the ride. We're on FSD 13.2.8. You saw we're still having some FSD and GPS malfunctions and getting into and out of parking lots. That's kind of been a ongoing issue with this version. Bit of a cloudy day, but otherwise pretty nice. 74 degrees outside in McKinney, Texas right now. FSD took us on a very nice trip down to Highland Park for lunch at Goff's Hamburger. Slow down for pedestrian walking across the street. Thank you, FSD. For any other Cybertruck owners out there, if y'all are having issues with this version, the .8 version, as far as where it turns into parking lots or its ability to get out of parking lots, let me know in a comment, please. If I initiate FSD while I'm in a parking lot at a grocery store, I'll first get us lined up toward the main street and then engage FSD, and sometimes it'll immediately make a turn left or right or back even further deep into the parking lot. And I'll disengage and wait till I get out on the street. So there's something about the parking stack or parking lot stack, or whatever it is, it's just really quite a bit different than the older versions. Never had this problem before. Let me know y'all's thoughts. Or I guess not just trucks. If the cars are having that issue too, please let me know. Maybe it's me. The thing about this community we're in, we're not only helping Tesla, but we help each other out by learning where the strengths and weaknesses are to correct those weaknesses and take advantage of the strengths. Pretty cool. It's such a nice smooth stop. Even if it's a little bit hard of a deceleration when it comes to the complete stop, it lets off the brake and very smooth. No jerking.